She's TMZ. She's TMZ.
What do you feel like it's okay? I'm a human being. But you think because you a white woman, you can walk up on me like that and ask me some dumbass shit like that? Ask me if you're my wife, talking about this shit got free will? Are you crazy?
In recent developments, reports suggest that Kanye West is instituting some significant boundaries in his relationship with his wife Bianca Censori, with some people even feeling like this is outright controlling behavior.
Yo, I just want to tell everybody I posted my wife 3 times on purpose. You understand what I'm saying? Then people still in my comments talking about, why are you posting your wife? Because she make me happy. That's why y'all happy with the music, because I'm happy. You understand? So don't never say nothing negative.
Previously known for his outspoken nature, Kanye West raised eyebrows by purging all content from his Instagram account, a move that followed the sharing of assertive images of his 28-year-old wife. Initially dismissed as a mere PR stunt ahead of his upcoming album release, this action has now been brought into a more serious light by PR specialist Lynn Karat.
Like, I honestly can't do this anymore. Like,
no, I think that
why am I still in this like place where I'm stuck for years? Like, he goes and moves to a different state every year. I have to be.
Lynn Karat, in a conversation with The Mirror, dissected the situation. She highlighted Kanye's apparent preference for dictating his partner's attire, noting a shift from his previous criticism of Kim Kardashian's provocative outfits to his acceptance of Bianca's similar choices.
That sucks. When you're married, you can't even have friends.
I know.
But I understand, though.
I know. Sorry.
It's nice meeting you, though.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good rest of your day. I gotta go use the bathroom.
Karat speculates that Kanye's social media blackout might signify a conscious effort to rectify his past mistakes and show more respect for Bianca's autonomy. She cautiously expressed hope for a positive evolution in their relationship, emphasizing that Bianca is the sole authority on what truly transpires behind closed doors. Kanye West is making headlines once again, this time unveiling the New Year fashion choices for his Australian wife, Bianca Censori. The rapper, who has been through a tumultuous period involving a divorce from Kim Kardashian, custody battles, and losing brand deals due to controversial remarks, is showcasing his spouse's unique style for 2024. Having been married for just over a year, the couple has faced scrutiny for their behavior in the public eye. Kanye took to Instagram to share images of Bianca in what can only be described as BDSM-inspired attire. The outfit includes a leather hood covering her entire head, a matching coat, and open-toe black leather booties. In the series of photos, Bianca is seen wearing a flesh-toned thong bodysuit while seemingly preparing food in the kitchen. Kanye's caption for the first image, which depicts Censori in her unconventional attire, is simply "cream of wheat." The close-up shots of the black hood shared by West spark conversations about its resemblance to masks worn in BDSM culture, often associated with submissive or subservient roles. While there may be nothing inherently wrong with the headpiece, it raises questions about power dynamics within their relationship. Earlier this month, Kanye West, the rapper known for his bold moves, shared some eyebrow-raising photos of his wife, Bianca Censori. In these snapshots, Bianca is seen posing in what can only be described as very small underwear and a fur accessory, though whether it's a scarf, a boob tube, or a unique combination of both remains a mystery. Kanye's caption for one of the shots adds to the intrigue, as he simply states, "No pants this year." Whether it's a bold fashion statement or a directive from the controversial designer, the sentiment seems to persist in the latest batch of pictures. In another daring photo featuring a scantily clad Bianca, Kanye captions it with the playful remark, "Dropped some." There's a certain cheekiness to these posts, raising questions about Kanye's artistic expression, or perhaps just his sense of humor. Adding to the narrative, another photo shows Kanye capturing Bianca's image in a mirror with an unmistakable leer. These peculiar posts come in the wake of a binge documentary titled Kim vs. Kanye: The Divorce, which extensively covered the highs and lows of Ye's life, including his influence on partners through fashion. The documentary shed light on Kanye's penchant for transforming his partner's wardrobes, exemplified by the infamous Keeping Up with the Kardashians scene, where he overhauls Kim's closet early in their relationship. The documentary highlighted instances of Kanye's controlling behavior, even critiquing Kim's outfit choices for events like the 2019 Met Gala. Entertainment reporter Dax Holt noted, "If you look back at photos from the Met Gala, all eyes were focused on her. He just seems scowly in the background, like he doesn't approve of what's happening." This scrutiny of his partner's fashion choices wasn't limited to Kim. Previous relationships, including with Amber Rose, followed a similar pattern. The documentary's insights sparked discussions about boundaries and control in relationships. Writer Zan Romanoff pointed out, "If you saw this with a civilian woman, he's controlling what she wears and who she hangs out with. Those are red flags." High-conflict divorce specialist Virginia Gilbert echoed similar concerns, emphasizing the need for healthy boundaries. In the world of Kanye West, it seems fashion isn't just about personal expression. It's a means of asserting influence and control over his partners. During the period of 2008 to 2010, rapper Kanye West and Amber Rose were romantically involved. However, Rose contested the notion that her fashion choices were dictated by Kanye's preferences. In a 2009 interview with Elle, Rose highlighted the stark differences in their tastes. She explained, "We're total opposites. He'll pick out something and I'll be like, 'Oh God, I don't like that at all.' And then I'll pick out something and he'll be like, 'Babe, just no.' I'm more electric pink and bright yellow, and Kanye's more like nude and bone. Like, bone is his favorite color. I'm like, whose favorite color is bone?" Despite her insistence that she was not like his Barbie, there was observable change in Rose's fashion aesthetic during their relationship. Following their split, the relationship between Amber Rose and Kanye West became strained. During an episode of the It's Tricky with Raquel Harper podcast, Rose shared her own perspective, stating, "I have my own issues and feelings, how I feel about how our relationship was." When asked on the No Jumper podcast if she absorbed any of Kanye's energy during their time together, she clarified, "I didn't soak up anything from him. Me and him are two very different people." 2 years after his split with Amber Rose, Kanye West began dating Kim Kardashian. Their marriage in 2014 marked a noticeable transformation in Kim's style. Kanye, a fashion enthusiast, made critical comments about Kim's fashion sense on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, urging her to clean out everything in a 2012 episode. Kim, in turn, expressed receptivity to Kanye's influence, stating on the show, "Kanye has definitely inspired me to be a little bit more of an individual. He is a fashion designer and he loves clothes. So I'm excited to collaborate with him to see what his take on fashion is." Kanye didn't stop at influencing Kim's style. He orchestrated a complete wardrobe overhaul. Kim recounted the experience on Live with Kelly and Michael in 2015, saying, "I walked in my room, and there was an entire room filled with all new clothes and all the stuff he wanted to fill back up my closet with. And it was really cool new designers. I hadn't even heard of some of these designers before." In another memorable moment on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim shared, "Kanye sent me a whole email like, 'You cannot wear big glasses anymore. It's all about tiny little glasses.' He sent me like millions of 90s photos with tiny little glasses like this." This marked a clear shift in Kim's style, reflecting the impact of Kanye's influence on her fashion choices. By 2018, Kim Kardashian's fashion evolution under Kanye West's influence reached its zenith. She transitioned from being dressed by Kanye to embodying his distinctive style. In an interview with People, Kim revealed, "I literally just wear all of the Yeezy samples. They have a team of stylists, and they put it all together. I'm totally inspired by Kanye and the Yeezy team, and listen to the advice of everyone over there who is making all the clothes. I basically get this wardrobe, and I don't have to think too much about it." However, in 2021, Kim filed for divorce, leading Kanye to have brief romantic entanglements with Russian model Irina Shayk and 22-year-old model Vinetria. Later, he found a new muse in actor and socialite Julia Fox in early 2022. During their highly publicized romance, Kanye gifted Julia an entire hotel suite filled with clothes on their second date. In an article for Interview, she shared, "After meeting him a couple of days later, all my stuff was in boxes, gone. It was so cathartic. It wasn't like I was just packing up my old clothes. It was like I was packing up my old life. I was making that very conscious decision to really put everything in the box, to let go of the past. When asked about the wildest thing he's dreamed up, Julia intriguingly replied, "My transformation." However, their romance ended, and Julia, along with Amber Rose, discussed their experiences with Kanye on Fox's podcast Forbidden Fruits in March 2023. Julia emphasized Kanye's lofty dreams and boundary-pushing nature, recalling a moment from 2008 when Amber Rose spoke about Kanye dressing her for the Grammys. Both women described their experiences with Kanye as love bombing, where grand gestures such as gifting an entire new wardrobe were seen as a form of emotional manipulation and abuse. The pattern continued with Kanye's new wife, mysterious Melbourne architect Bianca Censori, whose fashion underwent a dramatic transformation since marrying the rapper. In disturbing images from last year, Bianca was spotted wearing a skin-tight nude ensemble that resembled stockings. The absence of a prestigious fashion label under Kanye's name raises concerns that he might continue treating his partners as living mannequins, projecting his fantasies onto them. A recent paparazzi shot of Kanye West and his wife, Bianca Censori, in Los Angeles ignited social media reactions. Kanye, donning his signature full-face mask and an oversized polyethylene-like poncho, stood alongside Bianca, who wore a transparent raincoat and nothing else. The imagery of a fully clothed man with a near-naked woman raised concerns among users, with one tweet stating, "She needs rescuing," and another suggesting, "This is all about Ye trying to control her." The couple's public appearances have been marked by a series of controversial outfits, prompting discussions about potential coercion or control. Following his divorce from Kim Kardashian in 2021, Kanye briefly engaged in romantic flings with Irina Shayk and Venetria, before finding a new muse in Julia Fox in early 2022. Their publicized romance included Kanye gifting Julia an entire hotel suite filled with clothes on their second date. The concerns about control and manipulation resurfaced when Julia and Amber Rose shared their experiences with Kanye on Fox's podcast Forbidden Fruits in March 2023. Both women described their encounters with Kanye as examples of love bombing, a tactic using grand gestures, such as gifting an entire new wardrobe for emotional manipulation. The focus then shifted to Kanye's current wife, Bianca Censori, whose fashion underwent a drastic transformation after marrying the rapper. The nature of Ye and Bianca's styling arrangement remains undisclosed, but speculations about a partner dictating wardrobe choices raise concerns about coercive control, a form of domestic abuse. Women's Aid, a UK domestic abuse services provider, notes that living with a controlling partner means decisions, from clothing choices to thoughts and actions, may not always be one's own. The potential influence of a partner on one's wardrobe can be a red flag for coercive control. Emma Louise Boynton, the creator of the Sex Talks podcast, sheds light on the issue, noting that a man dictating his partner's outfits often stems from a misplaced sense of protective care. However, this perpetuates a harmful culture of victim blaming, suggesting that women must police their presentation to avoid inviting harm. In the case of Ye and Bianca, Allison Lowe, MBE, a fashion consultant and course leader in MBA fashion entrepreneurship at the University of East London, suggests that the perception of Kanye controlling Bianca's dressing style may not solely be about power dynamics, insecurity, or possessiveness. An alternative viewpoint considers the possibility that Kanye and Bianca aim to establish themselves as pioneering fashion disruptors, strategically utilizing bold styling choices to garner press coverage. This approach may be part of a long-term strategy to secure lucrative contracts with major fashion houses. Kanye has a history of leveraging controversial relationships and headline-grabbing styles to elevate his profile, influence global fashion trends, and reshape the industry through social media platforms. Beyond his career pursuits, Kanye West is known for stirring controversy, from public feuds to eyebrow-raising remarks. Despite his contributions to music and fashion, his behavior has faced criticism, often attributed to mental health issues. Even though Kardashian addressed West's Twitter rants and confirmed his diagnosis in 2020, public scrutiny persists. While some fans acknowledge West's disturbing actions, others struggle to recall the extensive list of his controversial moments. One of the most notorious incidents was West's interruption of Taylor Swift's VMA's acceptance speech in 2009. Dissatisfied with Swift's win, he took the stage, grabbing the microphone and proclaiming Beyoncé's video as one of the best of all time. The backlash was severe, with even President Obama expressing disapproval. Despite a temporary truce, their feud resurfaced, and in a 2020 interview, West maintained his actions were guided by a higher power, asserting, "If God ain't want me to run on stage and say Beyoncé had the best video, he wouldn't have sat me in the front row." During the 2005 A Concert for Hurricane Relief, an event organized by NBC for Hurricane Katrina victims, Kanye West seized a moment that took the audience by surprise. Alongside comedian and actor Mike Myers, West departed from the prepared script, offering an impromptu speech. Myers briefly spoke about the media's portrayal of black individuals, and then West, deviating from the teleprompter, boldly declared on national television, "George Bush doesn't care about black people." In the aftermath, West defended his words on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, stating that he values brutal honesty. His statement found support from Jay-Z and Reverend Al Sharpton, emphasizing the right to free speech. However, Entertainment Weekly reported mixed reactions, noting President George W. Bush's response in a special interview with Matt Lauer, where he expressed his lack of appreciation, labeling it as one of the most disgusting moments in my presidency. In 2018, West revisited the incident, attributing his emotional outburst to feeling victimized and programmed with a welfare mentality, as reported by People. The enduring discord between Kanye West and Taylor Swift dates back to the infamous 2009 MTV Video Music Awards, VMAs, where West controversially interrupted Swift's acceptance speech. While their interactions seemed to normalize by 2012, a resurgence of hostilities occurred in 2016 with the release of West's track Famous, featuring a contentious lyric about Swift. The subsequent public dispute revolved around whether Swift had prior knowledge or consented to the explicit line. Kim Kardashian, West's spouse, publicly defended him during the controversy. The culmination of this feud unfolded in 2020 when a leaked phone call between West and Swift laid bare the fact that the pop star was unaware of the provocative lyric. This revelation marked a significant turning point, seemingly putting an end to their prolonged and publicized conflict. Beyond his feud with Swift, Kanye West has frequently found himself entangled with controversial figures. A noteworthy instance occurred in 2021 when West invited Marilyn Manson and DaBaby, both facing serious allegations, to participate in his Donda listening event. This decision sparked considerable backlash on social media, with critics expressing dismay over West's association with individuals facing such controversies. Some interpreted his actions as a deliberate stance against cancel culture, while others decried the insensitivity of the choices made. This incident was not an isolated occurrence in West's history of aligning with controversial figures. In 2016, he stirred considerable controversy when he tweeted, "Bill Cosby innocent." The tweet, expressing support for Bill Cosby amid sexual assault allegations, drew widespread condemnation from the public and fellow celebrities alike. Various figures, including Sarah Silverman and Billy Eichner, expressed their disapproval on social media, contributing to the ongoing scrutiny of West's public statements. In 2018, Kanye West stirred controversy with remarks during a TMZ newsroom interview stating, "When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice." This incident unfolded on the show, where West discussed various topics including free thought and his support for Donald Trump. The statement prompted an immediate response from Van Lathan, a show employee, expressing disappointment and hurt. Although West offered an apology to Lathan, the fallout from his comment lingered. Subsequently, Vox reported that West apologized for his slavery comments on a Chicago radio station, WGCI 107.5. However, his actions during the 2020 presidential campaign added further perplexity. Entertainment Weekly documented West's campaign event in Charleston, South Carolina, where he made bizarre claims about Harriet Tubman, stating she never actually freed the slaves, but had them work for other white people. The event, captured on video, led to an abrupt departure by a woman in response to West's statement. Kanye West's complex relationship with Donald Trump also grabbed headlines. In 2016, West, during a concert in San Jose, declared hypothetical support for Trump, eliciting a negative response from some attendees. This endorsement was surprising not only due to Trump's controversial image, but also because of their history. In 2009, Trump had urged a boycott of West over his behavior at the VMAs. By 2016, however, their relationship appeared amicable, with Trump offering well wishes to West and Kim Kardashian on their marriage. They met at Trump Tower, discussing life at West's request. The friendship continued, with West expressing his love for the president and visiting the White House in 2018. Yet by 2020, West's allegiance shifted, as he declared in an interview with Forbes that he was no longer a Trump supporter. In a typical Kanye West fashion move, he surprisingly announced his run for the presidency on the 4th of July in 2020 via a tweet. He declared, "We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision, and building our future. I am running for President of the United States." This bold statement stirred attention, leaving many wondering about the seriousness of West's candidacy. In an interview with Forbes, West elaborated on his political values, framing his run under the peculiar banner of the birthday party, expressing that the name symbolized a celebration for everyone when they win. The Forbes interview, acknowledged for its eccentricity, covered controversial statements ranging from vaccines to Black History Month. Despite the surreal nature of the discussion, which even involved spontaneous freestyle raps, West remained unwavering in his convictions. Despite his bid for the presidency concluding with 60,000 votes and 0 delegates, as reported by Billboard, the website for his campaign, featuring an ad encouraging voters to write in West for 2020, an interview with Joe Rogan, and his presidential platform still persists. If you've attended a Kanye West concert, you likely expect more than just 3 songs. In 2016, during a stop in Sacramento for his St. Pablo tour, West disrupted the norm with a bizarre incident. Midway through performing Famous, he halted the show to embark on a 15-minute rant, addressing a perplexed audience. West asserted that many fans felt like they had lost and criticized Google and social media platforms like Facebook for spreading lies. The rant extended to commentary on artists like Drake and DJ Khaled, political remarks, and grievances against Mark Zuckerberg. West concluded by anticipating media attention and announced the abrupt cancellation of the rest of the show, making the entire concert a brief 30-minute affair. Kanye West, known for his creative expressions, has occasionally sparked controversy by drawing comparisons between himself and biblical figures. In his 2006 Rolling Stone cover portraying him as Jesus Christ, questions arose about the boundaries of artistic representation and religious symbolism. West's songs, such as Yeezus and I Don't Like, feature self-references as a god and a comparison to Jesus, respectively. The album Jesus is King delves into faith-based reflections, citing biblical narratives like Noah's story. While some praise West's creative exploration of spirituality, critics, including minister and activist Alicia Crosby, argue that his theological expressions lack substance. West's Sunday service, an unconventional religious gathering, also faced criticism. Journalist Toby Oradine, in Premier Christianity magazine, questioned whether Christ truly takes center stage when a choir dressed in West's apparel sings his songs. In a surprising turn of events, a TMZ report in January 2022 alleged that West was under investigation for physically attacking a fan seeking an autograph. According to the report, West allegedly shoved and punched the fan, causing him to fall to the ground. Witnesses mentioned that West had expressed disapproval of being photographed before the incident. The investigation did not seem to impede West's ongoing projects, with a source close to him emphasizing his commitment to endeavors like Donda 2 Inches and performing at Coachella. This allegation isn't the first time West has faced legal consequences for aggressive interactions. Incidents in 2008 and 2013 involved West attacking photographers seeking pictures, resulting in his arrest, prosecution, and court-ordered anger management counseling. Victims from those incidents also received settlements. In the aftermath of his divorce from Kim Kardashian, Kanye West has been consistently making headlines with shocking statements about his former wife. During a visit to Skid Row, West mentioned buying the house next to Kardashian's and hinted at the possibility of divine intervention reuniting Kanye, attributing their separation to external forces. His 2021 benefit concert in Los Angeles featured a call-out to Kardashian, where West sang lyrics expressing a desire for her to return to him. In January 2022, West claimed to have intervened to prevent the release of a second sex tape involving Kardashian and Ray J. During an interview with Hollywood Unlocked, West shared details of delivering the video to Kardashian, asserting that her tears symbolized the extent of her exploitation. In February, West posted a now-deleted Instagram message alleging that Kardashian accused him of putting a hit out on her. Despite a brief involvement with Julia Fox, West has persistently pleaded for Kardashian to reconsider their relationship and reconcile for the sake of their family. His statements and actions continue to draw attention, creating a public spectacle around their personal lives. The tumultuous relationship involving Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, and Pete Davidson dates back to 2019, marked by a dinner outing with Davidson and Timothy Chalamet. 2 years later, amid Kardashian's single status, she and Davidson were photographed holding hands, sparking dating rumors. West responded with the song Easy in January 2022, including lyrics that contained a threat directed at Davidson. As the romance between Kardashian and Davidson became more apparent, West escalated his anger on social media. The situation intensified as Davidson seemingly tattooed the initials of West and Kardashian's children on his body, prompting further social media outbursts from West. The Kardashian-Davidson relationship eventually ended, and Davidson sought trauma therapy due to the negative attention generated by West and his supporters. The tumultuous events underscore the complex dynamics and emotional toll of publicized relationships in the celebrity sphere. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, parents to 4 children, faced a concerning situation in October 2022 when West disclosed the name of their kid's school on Instagram. Following this revelation, Kardashian had to arrange additional security measures at the California-based school. The worry arose not from West himself being seen as a threat, but from the possibility of strangers or West's followers showing up unannounced, prompting genuine concerns for the children's safety. West shared the school's name while posting and subsequently deleting text messages exchanged with Kardashian. In these messages, West sought approval for their children to attend Donda Academy, his own school. Expressing his viewpoint, West emphasized, "Y'all don't have so-so over my black children, and where they go to school, they will not do Playboy and sex tapes." Although Kardashian eventually agreed to allow their children to participate in after-school programs at Donda Academy, West asserted, "I'm not finished because I don't compromise." In a separate incident in October 2022, Kanye West stirred controversy by debuting T-shirts with the slogan "White Lives Matter" at Paris Fashion Week. The event was organized secretly, and West proclaimed himself the leader, asserting his unmanageable nature. The inclusion of conservative commentator Candace Owens further fueled the event's controversy. The phrase "White Lives Matter" is recognized as a hate statement by the Anti-Defamation League, ADL. West, discussing the shirts with rapper Sean Combs, made comments about being controlled by Jewish people, leading to a post deletion on Instagram. Subsequently, West took to Twitter, stating he would go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. He further asserted that black people are actually Jew, attempting to justify his statements. This narrative seemed reminiscent of claims made by certain factions within the Black Hebrew Israelite movement, although it's important to note that not the entire movement is anti-Semitic, with only fringe members associating with the alt-right Christian identity movement. Gabriella Carifa Johnson, a Vogue journalist, attended Kanye West's Paris Fashion Week show where he debuted the controversial White Lives Matter shirts. Expressing her strong disapproval, Carifa Johnson took to Instagram, describing the shirts as pure violence and emphasized that there is no excuse or artistic merit in their creation. In an Instagram story, she raised concerns about the dangerous premise behind the slogan, linking it to justifying mass incarceration, widespread murder, and historical slavery. In response to Khalifa Johnson's criticism, Kanye West took a different approach by publicly insulting her instead of engaging in a constructive conversation. He posted a photo of the journalist on his Instagram, using the caption to mock her outfit. This led to support from various individuals, including model Gigi Hadid and Queer Eye star Tan France. Vogue also came to Khalifa Johnson's defense on Instagram, asserting their solidarity with her and condemning the personal targeting and bullying she experienced. Moving on to another incident on October 11, 2022, it was revealed that Kanye West had subjected Adidas executives to explicit content during a meeting. West himself shared a clip from the meeting where he accused the executives of wrongdoing before showing them graphic footage on his phone. The faces of those at the meeting were blurred, but identifiable details were not omitted. Some attendees seemed to try justifying West's dissatisfaction with the company, including former Adidas president Eric Liedtke, who discussed similarities between Adidas shoes and West's designs. The individual shown the explicit content was identified as Torben Schumacher, a senior vice president at Adidas, with West noting their similar voices before Schumacher expressed discomfort with the situation. In mid-October 2022, Kanye West appeared on Revolt's Drink Champs, hosted by Noor, marking his third appearance on the show. Unfortunately, this particular interview stirred significant controversy. West made statements that raised eyebrows, including his assertion that George Floyd died from a fentanyl overdose. This claim seemed to echo conservative author Candace Owens. Furthermore, West expressed views about Jewish people, suggesting the existence of a Jewish media working against him. In response to the controversial interview, Revolt removed the episode from its streaming platforms. Show host Noor issued an apology, acknowledging his inability to control the interview and expressing a sense of failure as both a black man and a human. The fallout for West was substantial. He lost several lucrative partnerships and endorsements, notably a decade-long deal with Adidas. And now, he continues to invite even more controversy. Do you think he's what the media makes him out to be? Let me know in the comments. That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.